Maharaj, can I ask you a question?
Yes, yes.
Can you tell me the reason why we must not disclose the mantra to anyone?
Yes, correct, because it is a secret mantra. And it is a discipline in lineage to lineage. It is a Sadguru's order, number one. If you disclose mantra, everybody, the importance will be go away. It's common word. You have to maintain secrecy of that mantra. It is only for that devotee who has become disciple. So to maintain some secrecy of that words. If you disclose everywhere, that will be meaningless. Therefore, secret of mantra is there, not to disclose anybody else's instruction. So that you have to maintain you, because the Sadguru order, you are also maintaining it. We not to disclose it in public place or anybody else. It is not an ordinary word. It is not Ram or Krishna or like that. It has become some exceptional value. Therefore, you have to maintain that value, is the most important. Therefore, you have to view in that way. Guru mantra is not ordinary word. It is having some importance, it is having some secrecy, it has some validation. So that you have to maintain that validation. Otherwise it is meaningless. So that if you maintain that value, then effect will be there. There won't be any effect. Therefore you have to maintain always secrecy of the mantra.
Along that line, sometimes when I was instructed today, the mantra changed a little bit in pronunciation.
It is Sanskrit words. So in the beginning, those who are foreigners, they find difficult to recite the mantra. But in that case, you write in the words some, and then make efforts.
Yeah.
Then it will be spontaneous, because it is a spontaneous mantra. It comes out of your invisible places. It is not only words. It is having some exceptional value. And therefore, you have to maintain that secrecy.
So if the mantra, when you're chanting it, after a while, if it sounds different, it's as if the pronunciation changes. Do I come back to the clear way of saying
These are the two words while inhaling, you have to recite first part of mantra, and while leaving this breathing, you have to do the second part of this. This is an exercise just to create some vibration inside, atmosphere inside. In the beginning only, in preliminary stage, you have to follow the discipline of mantra. And after some time, it will be not so much restriction. Restriction to recite mantra in the beginning only. Thereafter it will be spontaneous, because the spontaneous mantra is there. These are the words started given by this Dattatreya first. It is Navanatha. It is going on. Therefore you have to maintain secrecy of the words. Not make so much public. Recite, because it is a part and parcel of your life. This is the only mantra you can create some vibration atmosphere, atmosphere. With the result, you will get some result. That is I am Brahman. Brahman means ultimate truth. There are so many words are there. Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Master, realization, enlightenment. These are the only up to you get spontaneous conviction. So there are a number of times whether it XYZ realize or not, enlightened or not. These are the words. Realization word, they were not prior to beingness. Realization, enlightenment, Brahmasmi, these are the words, they are not prior to beingness. It is necessary because you are holding the human body, or holding this form, to dissolve this form, to discard this form, human form. And in other words, I am not a body. That reality is supposed to be established within you. Because so far you are holding body and doing meditation, then that body-based knowledge will create some concept. it encourages some concept, illusionary concept within you. So, since childhood till today, we are in so many illusionary concepts wrapped upon us, and you have to discard it, you have to come out from all these concepts. For example, concept I am born, death is there, birth is there, past life, future life, hell, heaven, so many concepts are there. So all concepts are supposed to be discarded. That is the purpose behind reciting the mantra. Mantra says, I am Brahman, Brahman I am, I am Brahman, Brahman I am. That is your original state, how you are prior to beingness. That indicated by mantra. I am Brahman, Brahman I am. That is meaning. So, it is nature of the spirit. What you impress, it reflects. And considering that nature of the spirit, this mantra is given through which you are hammering yourself, I am Brahman I am. Because through which you are regain your memories, how you are prior to beingness. And at that time there won't be an experience. You are beyond that. So, your individual identity, just like a space or sky. There is no birth, no death, no form, nothing is there. That is the ultimate truth. And to have conviction of ultimate truth, all this exercise is required. All this meditation is required, bhajan is required, everything is required till you get out of this form, human form, any form. So form is not your identity. But it is not difficult, it is also a little bit difficult. Because if you follow instruction of masters thoroughly, carefully, then it will result. Otherwise, I have taken mantra from this master, then go to the another master, I have taken mantra from that master. So you have countless masters. That is you are deceiving yourself. One master is sufficient, and you are a master. Master is not separate from you. External master is trying to indicate, giving signal that except your selflessness, nothing is there. Why am I, as such, the external master, internal master is also concepts. But in any initial stage it is required because master showing that your identity. And therefore Kabira says, Kabira the great saint says, if God and master appear before me, I will go down to my master, not to God. Because my master introduced God. So master is having tremendous importance. Therefore you have to follow master, you have to respect master. And not to change this master to that master, this master, that master. It is meaningless because it will be wasting of your time, wasting of your energy and developing this unique concept. So, basic principle behind that, you have to, out of all this religious concept, include that you are formless, you are unborn, it's fact. So, body is a media, and as you know, body has a time limit. You are a child, then you become a young man or old man, and some or other day willingly or unwillingly you have to leave the body. So it is fact, even if you think logically or intellectually, body is not identity at all. How you are prior to body and how you will after leaving the body, that indication, that reality, master placing before you and inviting attention of the individual listener within you, that you are a Brahman, you are a master, you are everything, you are Almighty God. Almighty God means ultimate truth. Except you are selfless, if there is no God. So, in the beginning, till you get conviction, you have to have exercise, meditation, bhajan and all these things. Afterward it will be spontaneous. Even though you are holding body, you remain unconcerned with the world. What is the world? When you come across the world, the moment that awakening is there, the moment that spirit click with the body, you see I. Immediately with the experience of I, entire world is projected. Where was that world prior to beingness? After living, where is the world? It means entire world is illusion. Illusionary world disappears with the illusions. To say I, it is illusion. To say you, illusion. To say Brahman, illusion. Entire world is illusion. So in illusionary world, whether you are realized or enlightened, it is meaningless. These are not. But for sake of understanding, we say you are realized, enlightened, and you have a lot of knowledge, etc., etc. So, spiritual master also that in your words. But spiritual masters placing before you the listener's importance, listener's presence, which is called Brahman. So, be with you all the time. Because again I am repeating, human body is an golden opportunity for you. Though it is not your identity, but through human body you can identify yourself. Because presence, individual presence within the body is ultimate truth. So if you go on talking spirituality and the theory, practice, that is meaningless. Not to read any Veda, nothing to do. Because it indicates your unidentified entity, that you are. So the glimpses of I within the body is called ultimate truth, through which you are experiencing I. Prior to I, your presence was there. After leaving body, your presence will be there. Prior to beginning, your presence was there. So all the time, presence is not going in, just like a space or sky. If you go in America, sky is same. If you go in China, sky is same. So, like that, the presence within the body is one and the same. There is no difference. And then, after conviction, Nama Mantra also illusion. Meditation also illusion. But Nama Mantra is required till you get spontaneous conviction. I am nothing to do with the body. Though I am holding body, I am totally different from the body. I am formless. A spontaneous experience or spontaneous feeling supposed to appear within you, for which you are doing all these things, meditation all. So bhajan is creating spiritual atmosphere within you, and meditation also one of the part through which you get conviction. So these are the various discipline, spiritual discipline you have to follow in the beginning only, till you go out of this illusionary concept. This is a dream. Human life is a dream. When you see the dream, you see everything is reality. In dream, when you are in dream, you say everything is reality. After awakening, you say we are in a dream. Similarly, so far we are holding the body, we feel that everything is true. But after leaving body, what is the true and false? Nothing. Prior to beingness, nothing true, nothing false. So there is no I, there is no you, he, she, nothing is there. So everything came out of nothing, everything dissolved with nothing. So where you stand, what is your position in the world? You may be a great philosopher, you may be a great master, and you are a small person, you are not the same. What is not giving any so much effects. So try to understand, try to identify yourself. Who is listening from this body, who is experiencing from the body, who is watching dreams from the body, who is doing activities from this body. Like that you start self-inquiry. The self-inquiry leads to self-knowledge. Self-knowledge leads to self-realization. These are stages, just for understanding purpose. So don't say I have to realize, I have to enlighten. These are the words. Realization, enlightenment, these are the words. As such, there is no such realization, enlightenment. These are the concept within the spiritual concept within the span of the body knowledge. But you have to do it very seriously. Don't neglect it. And not any wearing mind. There should not be temptation to go anywhere. Beyond this, nothing is there in the world. If you go on changing various masters, visit so many temples, nothing is going to happen. It is a waste of time. You visit your own temple within you. God is within you. God is not separate from you. Master is not separate from you. Bodies are different. Presence is not the same. Individual presence within your body is one and the same. You call Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Master, that you are. What more you want? Nothing.
But what is the aim? The aim of that? Because we are all here with the same longing, and some people are not. So it looks like something to be in the future. I know it's not.
There is no future, no present, no past.
No future, but when you say prior to beingness,
just for understanding, I have to use some words. Don't analyze my words. What I want to convey, that most important. Prior to beingness, after leaving body, These are the words through which I am trying to indicate that except your selfless, the thing is there. Your presence prior to beingness was there. After leaving body, your presence will be there. At present, presence is there.
It's not my presence.
So, you are talking literally. My presence, your presence. There is no my, you, he, she, nothing is there. How do you listen? So, there is no I, there is no you, there is my, nothing is. Is body yours? Is your body is yours? To say my, to say I, some power is required, some energy is required. Have you got any individual identity that to say I or say my? Nothing is there. Everything came out of nothing. So since you are holding body, you have got some ego that I am somebody else. Out of that somebody else, some questions are there. There is no my, I, he, she, it, nothing is there. There is no existence. You are considering your body form. You are formless. How you are prior to beingness? Either I is there, my is there, he, she, it is there, nothing is there. No body is there, no master is there. After leaving body, what remains? Nothing. I don't know, correct. That means when you say I don't know, that means I am not informed. When I give the example, when you are alone in the house, somebody knock door, you say, nobody is there. When somebody is shouting from outside, anybody is there? You say, nobody is there. That means you are there. So that's why I say, when you say I don't know, means your presence is there.
Yes, but I don't know, or nothing. Maybe it's nothing also.
Yes, everything came out of nothing. This is an illusionary world. In dream you see so many things. What is true or what is false? After awakening, what is true thing, what is false thing in the dream? It is dream. Yes, this is also dream. But you are treating dream as a real dream. There is no real, there is no unreal. No true, no false. Totally nothing. This illusionary world, everything is nothing. These are illusionary bodies. You can see. Therefore I am insisting not to measure yourself in body form. Not to count yourself in body form. Your body, there is no body at all. The body is not identity. Body was not identity. The body is not going to remain identity. To say I, some presence is required, power is required, energy is required. I am talking about that energy through which you are talking I. If there is no energy in the body, how can I say I, you, she, it, nothing? Dead body can't say I. Dead body can't say mine. Say I, mine, him. These are the words. Not to play with the words. Spirituality also is illusion. Spirituality itself is illusion. But through illusion, we have to remove another illusion. Therefore I mentioned that realization, enlightenment, these are the words. There is not such a realization, enlightenment. Where was the realization, enlightenment prior to beingness? Prior to beingness, do you know whether you realize or not? So these are words in human form. But through words we are trying to indicate, except yourself, nothing is there. We have created language, just to understand it, just to convince yourself. It is addressed to the invisible listener within you. The invisible presence within you, it is the ultimate truth. And for which you have to undergo strict meditation. Without meditation, it is not possible for you to identify yourself. Only literal knowledge, dry knowledge, or say comparative knowledge, analytical knowledge is not meaningful.
Is it necessary to read scripture? Is it necessary?
You can read it, no problem. But while reading,
the right kind of scripture?
you can read, no problem. But while reading, just find out who was the reader. It is reader's information, and not to read some theoretical which is insisting some karma, do this karma, do that karma. Because they are not doers, they are no deed. Some books are insisting Parayana. Try to know Narayana, not to see not to have Parayana. Only Parayana not to serve purpose. Some people insisting, do the Parayana of this Grantha, that Grantha. Why to Parayana? See the Narayana within you. You are keeping aside Narayana and doing Parayana, it is meaningless. The story of Narayana, not a Parayana. So you are itself Narayana, the Narayana, ultimate truth, great God. This should not be an analytical study. With the various words, you want placing before various words, not to analyze or not try to define the words. Try to find out the listener. Who is listening from this? Body is not listening. If there is no presence within the body, who listen the master? When you see master, seer is there. A seer is having most importance. The invisible seer within is the master of masters. If there is no seer within the body, who knows what is the master, what is the disciple? Disciple, masters, God, deity, devotee, all these concepts. Appearance with a human form. We have created language, you are giving the meaning of the every word. Not to analyze the words, not to make comparison to various masters. I am really telling you why this master said like this, why the master said. What do you want out of that? Where you stand? What Raman must say like this, what Nisargadatta must say like this. Not to make comparative study of all the masters. What they want to indicate is most important. The common message of the all masters that except yourself, there is no God, no Brahman, no Atman, no Paramatman. You are master, you are master, you are Brahman, you are ultimate truth. Don't count yourself in body form. Body form is not your reality. And therefore you are unborn, there is no birth and death. You are final truth. This is a last terminal, not to go here and there.
I read that in your book. It says something like this was the last house on the block or something.
Yes.
I laughed about that, but I understand that. Where else can you go?
So you have some spiritual courage to accept the reality. That's what you want. Through meditation, spiritual courage you are getting to accept the reality. It is not so easy.
For to be unborn, you have to be born. For to be unborn, it's impossible. Yeah, I know.
There is no birth and death. Entire world itself is illusion. Where is the birth and death? No birth, no death. In dream you say so many births. You say it's dream in God. You say everything you see in the dream. What happened after awakening?
I don't know.
Correct. I don't know means that it is illusion. To say I it is illusion, to say you illusion, to Brahman illusion, the entire world is illusion. In illusion world, you, I, she, also illusion. Knowledge also illusion, spirituality also illusion. Master also illusion, disciple also illusion. Nothing is there.
We were discussing about this.
In nothingness, what is true and false? Nothing is there. If there is no presence within the body, you will talk about the world. For a moment, that presence disappears from the body, it is a dead body. How is the world for you? How is God for you? How is the master for you? Nothing. Everything came out of nothing, everything dissolved in nothing. So don't count yourself in body form. Since you are counting in body form, so many questions are there. In the beginning, you have to discard the body form, for which you have to undergo meditation. Meditation, through meditation, you are hammering yourself. I am Brahman, Brahman, I am. I am always insisting. Concentrate, individual concentrator within you. Individual concentrator means individual presence within you. Here the questions are asked, what do you mean by invisible concentrator? Concentrator means invisible presence within you. Invisible, spontaneous, unidentified presence within you, which cannot be defined. That unknown came into existence in known through body. That unknown will be dissolved within unknown. Nothing is there. Okay?
One question. Yesterday, when I asked you when walking also you can say the mantra.
Yeah, yeah.
But then that inhale, exhalation, and that doesn't.
Not necessary. That exercise is not necessary. You just recite the mantra. When you are sitting for meditation, that you have to apply the discipline. Otherwise, you can recite the mantra all the way. You have to make practice, and that will be spontaneous afterwards. In the beginning, you have to make deliberate efforts. It is kind of duality, but afterwards, it will be spontaneous for you. Nothing is impossible. Only you must have courage, willpower to accept the reality. Because lot of impressions of some concepts appear through reading on books, listening from various sources, but discard everything. We talk about past birth, future birth, last destiny, last deed, future deeds, hell, heaven. So many concepts are there. They ask some do this thing, that thing, some rituals.
Yes, but for me, books are helping. I say not book, theoretical books, but Avaduta Gita, by example, or Rivu Gita, some books like that.
There are so many Gitas are there.
Yeah.
Starting from you only. Your story. Avaduta Gita, Guru Gita.
It's my story.
If the reader is not, where is the Avaduta Gita? If the reader is not there, the reader's story. Avaduta Gita, Guru Gita, Swamini Gita, Bhagavad Gita. These are the information given of the invisible presence within you. The story of invisible presence within you. All Gita, all books, what indicates?
Yes, but it's something to remain to.
Now this is the last Gita. Instead of referring so many Gitas, you refer your own Gita.
Yes.
Your real story. Okay, when you are unaware of this fact, at that time everybody reading Gita, everybody listening Gita, everybody approaching, visiting temples and all. It's okay. Now you need not go to visit anywhere. You can visit it, but not with the expectation that if I will visit this God, then He will bless me.
No, same thing with Dasbodh.
You can read Dasbodh, but what is that Dasbodh? Dasbodh is giving you a story.
Yeah.
You read in that way. Dasbodh, all granthas are not wrong. What they are indicating that the most important. All granthas, all books are philosophy, spirituality. It's not wrong. You can read it. But reader's information.
Yes, but
With various ways, with various words, they indicate except yourself, nothing is there.
I just say that sometimes it's good to have these books because you forget if you have not these
And they are reminding yourself.
Yes.
They are reminding.
Yes.
With the daily discussion, we are reminding the individual listener within you. We are pointing out, reminding, we are hammering that except yourself, nothing is there.
I try every day.
Nothing is impossible. You must have courage to accept the reality. Or to try, it is fact. I am placing before the invisible presence fact. You are ultimate truth. Okay?